What's up lads, I'm Phrezh and I'm also relieved that the first Weekend League of FIFA 21 is finally over. Today I'm going to show you a recap of my Weekend League and show you some highlights from some of the games that I played this weekend. But before we jump into any games, I want to show you the team that I used this weekend, and it's a bit special because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm doing a first owner road to glory this year, which means no money spent, and I can only use players that I've gotten out of packs, SPCs, or through objectives. And when you see the team, you're going to understand why I've put on my Argentina kit to celebrate this special occasion. So let's just get straight to business and look at the team. And here it is, all first owned, and there's a quite big elephant in the room that we need to talk about. It's obviously Lionel Messi, and I wish so badly that I could show you the animation where he walks out of the pack, but the thing is that I got him in a simple gold upgrade which I opened on the web app. I had no hope of getting anything decent in the pack, which is why I didn't record it and why I opened the pack on the web app. But there he was, Lionel Messi, so it's a quite obvious reason why I chose to wear the Argentina kit today. It's obviously in honor of him and of course Sergio Aguero as well, who we got through a pack in a SPC. And if there is any doubt whether it's legit or not that Lionel Messi is first owned, I'll just simply show you his profile so you can see it. So this is what the team looks like in general, and here is how we line it up in game. So in game we are playing a 3-5-2, and it's a formation that I was a massive fan of in FIFA 20, and I was hoping that it was going to work just as well in FIFA 21. So between the posts we had Roman Bürki from Dortmund, and in front of him we have a backline of three center backs from Red Bull Leipzig. It's Klostermann and Halstenberg on the flanks with Konrad Laimer in the middle. And Laimer is usually a central defensive midfielder, but in this formation I wanted him to be sort of a focal point for our build-ups. That is why he is the central defender. I wanted his passing abilities there, and he's quite short, so he's really not the typical center back, but he's fast, and that works quite well in this FIFA. And because of that backline with three central defenders, I was comfortable enough to have Rafael Guerreiro and Giovanni Lo Celso as my defensive midfielders, because they would still provide enough cover for the backline. And they are both very good with the ball and quite agile as well, especially Rafael Guerreiro. So I wanted them to be able to dictate the play from the central defensive midfield without having to worry about defensive duties too much. On the flanks we have Jesus Navas on the right and Alphonso Davies on the left, bombing down their respective wing, and are supposed to provide some crosses to Haaland and Aguero. And then we have the Holy Trinity in the attack. We have Lionel Messi as a central attacking midfielder, his clearly best position since he doesn't have a lot of stamina, and he's not as fast as he used to be, but he's very agile, very quick, and that suits him perfectly in a central attacking midfielder role. Aguero is a great link-up player to have up front, while Haaland is more of a finisher. He's supposed to be there on crosses, while Aguero is more of the combination type of player with, for example, Lionel Messi and Haaland as well. So this is the team that I was hoping would carry me to 20 wins in the first Weekend League, and the main goal for the whole series is to get elite at some point, which I did a few times last year, but this time it's a first owner road to glory, so it's going to be a lot harder this time. So let's just get straight into the first game and see how it all went down. So in the first game we come up against Westminster FC. It's a mostly Premier League team with some La Liga players, so a little hybrid there. And the worst moment of a Weekend League for me is the one where you get your first loss. You just want to push that as far back as possible, win as many games as possible before you get the first loss. But here we got a terrible start when Gabriel Jesus made it 1-0 for the opponent already in the 7th minute. But we would actually get back quite fast. Lionel Messi with a good ball to Haaland, solid finish, making it 1-1. And from here there was no point of return. We just kept going on. And Agüero somehow finds Haaland in this situation. Haaland is very, very strong and was so good throughout the weekend. And here it is, Agüero himself making it 3-1 as well. And things were looking better after that shaky start. And to end it all in this game, we also made 4-1. No sweat here, Haaland wants to finish it himself. And there's a rage quit in the first game. So a very solid start. So after first game, we won another 2 games before losing our first one, which meant we had a 3-1 record going into this crazy game. And it starts out really well with Alphonso Davies scoring his first goal of the campaign, a nice goal as well. And he also puts in his second one, making it 2-0. And it was just rolling on. Kun Agüero with a beautiful goal, making it 3-0. And things seemed clear at this point. But the opponent managed to find a goal right before halftime, and it seemed to have meant a lot for him, because in the beginning of the second half he just came out guns blazing. Especially Joao Felix was unbelievable in this game, making it 3-2, and he wasn't done there. He also made it 3-3 in this situation. So we had lost 3-0 to 3-3, and it was going to get even worse. You can just see the defensive mistakes there, allowing Joao Felix to complete his hat-trick and make it 4-3. But we didn't give up there, we managed to come back. Lionel Messi masterclass, making it 4-4. And the game went into extra time, so I put in some fresh legs. Semedo, for example, who managed to get us a penalty, and Haaland steps up, misses the penalty, and at this point I thought that there's no way we're going to win this. It's just that type of game. But I managed to have some luck with me as well, and Lionel Messi made it 5-4, and from there was no point of return. We just kept going, and Lo Celso managed to do 6-4 before we eventually shut the whole game down with 7-4, a beautiful finish from Erling Haaland. But after that crazy game we lost 2 in a row, which made things look quite tough. We were on 4-3 as a record, which is not good if you want to reach 20 wins and upwards in Weekend League. But we got a good start on this game, making it 1-0 before his Cristiano Ronaldo equalized. And we took the charge once again. Lionel Messi is so good on the ball, and Erling Haaland is just so strong, has great finishing, making it 2-1. And then this goal happens where I thought that Roman Bürki would be able to come out and grab the ball. He didn't, which meant Ronaldo could play it into Lacazette. But once again we managed to find a late goal, and this time it was a winner. Alphonso Davies was so good on the left flank. Beautiful cross to Haaland, making it 3-2 and another win. So then we had a good series of wins, and look at this finish from Haaland. It's a very Zlatan Ibrahimovic-esque, where he actually kicks the ball over the head of a defender, making it 1-0. And then we got 2-0, and already before 20 minutes played, we managed to make it 3-0, Kun Agüero, and we had full control for this game, and it ended 4-0 after another beautiful goal from Lionel Messi. Next up we have another dramatic game, which was very close, which also was typical for many of the games during this Weekend League. I don't know when I last endured this many tight matches in the Weekend League, because usually you are able to take a few comfortable wins in the beginning of it, but in this Weekend League every single game was a sweat fest. It was unbelievably hard, and this guy was also real good with his skills, making it 2-1 through Mbappe, and he also would go on to make it 3-1 through Marcus Rashford. I moved the keeper there because I thought he would go for the far post, but he didn't. So 3-1 down, and once again a tough looking scenario for us, but Alphonso Davies once again proving how good he is down the left flank, finding Haaland, making it 3-2, and Haaland was not done there. Some nice skills before finding Messi, making it 3-3, and we also managed to find another last minute goal to win the game. Alex Telles having some patience, finding Kun Agüero, and I don't know how he managed to put that goal in, but he did, and we won. But like I said, every single game was so tight in this Weekend League, and here's another example of that. So we did take the lead in this game, but we eventually lost it after a nice goal from Timo Werner, making it 2-1 to the opponent. Alphonso Davies, I just can't praise him enough. He was so good. And Haaland with some nice technique, finding Kun Agüero, another sweaty goal. There was a lot of them this weekend. And once again, a lot of defensive mistakes, allowing the opponent to make it 3-2, and that's where I pretty much lost the concentration, and he made 4-2 as well. We made an effort to come back, and Alex Telles managed to find a late goal, and we would get a final chance as well in this game. But it was not enough. It wasn't meant to be in this game. Kun Agüero trying to get past Van Dijk, which is pretty much impossible, and then almost snatching a late goal there, but didn't do it, unfortunately. In this game, it was another tight one. You can see the halftime stats, one shot across the whole half, and it was his goal. So it was looking dire before the second half, but the second half was a completely different game, and we got a goal almost immediately out of kickoff, and we just kept going after that. Haaland with the first one, and Lionel Messi with the second one, assisted by Haaland. And look at the clock, it hasn't even passed 15 minutes of the second half, and Navas finds Agüero, some nice technique once again, Messi to Haaland, and 3-1. So from not having a single shot in the first half to scoring 4 goals, because Lo Celso is scoring another nice one here, making it 4-1 and a rage quit. And then it was another tight game, and a good start once again. Lionel Messi, amazing player. I can't really understand that he doesn't cost a million, because he's so good. But unfortunately, Aubameyang equalizes before we once again take the lead. Agüero with some ball rolls and a solid finish, making it 2-1 in the 81st minute. And then we managed to get yet another one towards the end, and the game looked like it was all done there. But the opponent managed to take advantage of a defensive mistake, allowing Rodrigo to make it 3-2, but no more goals there, and we won. Now this was a game that was very frustrating. Now we do get a nice start after Guerreiro finds Haaland, but I don't know really what went wrong this game. We just didn't score enough goals. We had so much control, but didn't manage to score goals. And when you don't score your goals, you are going to concede. But we do take the lead 2-1. Before he subs on Adama Traoré, and he was just an unstoppable force, as you can see here. And you're going to see it on the next goal as well. It's all Adama Traoré. It all went through him, and he made it 3-2 and won. So second to last game, and we were in a desperate position. We had to win the 2 last games to make it 20 wins, and Alphonso Davies, so good once again, just bombing down that left flank. And Jesus Navas wanted to show that he is just as good, with a beautiful cross to Agüero, making it 3-0 before we had even played 25 minutes. And there was going to come another goal very closely. Haaland with some luck and a beautiful finish, making it 4-0 and taking us into a final game where we had to win to get to 20 wins. And once again, Alphonso Davies, I mean, it's very clear just through these highlights how good he was, and you can see a beautiful scorpion kick from Lionel Messi to give us the lead. However, opponent manages to equalize just before halftime, and it would get even worse in the final game, where another defensive mistake gives him the opportunity to make it 2-1, and it was looking very bad. And at this point I thought it's all done, we're not going to get 20 wins. But I don't know what happens, and when this kind of thing happens, you just know it's meant to be, because there's something else planned. And we managed to get a counter-attack out of this, and Alex Telles finds Haaland, but no goal in that situation. But instead we kept pushing on, we put some pressure. You can see how many players we have up around the penalty area, and some patience paid off there, and we find Alex Telles with about 10 minutes to go, making it 2-2, taking the game to extra time. And this is where games are decided. Lionel Messi makes it 3-2, and just before halftime of extra time, Agüero manages to head it in, making it 4-2, and it was looking really good all of a sudden from looking so bad, and Paulinho manages to finish it off with a nice goal, taking us to Gold 1 and 20 wins. And here are the stats of all players from the Weekend League. You can see we got Gold 1, 20 wins, 10 losses, we scored 99 goals and conceded 65. As you can see, every single player made at least 1 point during the weekend, which is something that I actually enjoy, that every single one had some kind of contribution, apart from Roman Birki, of course, who kept 5 clean sheets during the weekend. So the standout performers here are quite easy to find. It is obviously the Holy Trinity in front with Haaland, Agüero and Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi with the highest tally of total points with 26 goals scored and 23 assists to his name. But the one who scored the most was Erling Haaland. 32 goals on 30 games is a good number, and Sergio Agüero, while he didn't contribute as much, he still had some good numbers. 25 goals and 18 assists in 30 games means that he still scored more than 1 point per game. But a massive shout out has to go to Alphonso Davies as well, who was so good on his left flank. 2 goals and 10 assists to his name, and he just overlapped so good constantly, making it hard for the defenders to defend against his runs. And you could see several examples of that in the highlights, where he got down the left wing, got into the penalty box and just found a cutback to another attacker, scoring an easy goal. But overall, I'm very happy to have gotten 20 wins with this team in the end, and I had great fun playing with it. I had great fun playing with this formation. It seemed to work very well, but I lost most of the matches on my own mistakes, so I can only improve and get better there. The team is obviously going to look a bit different for the next Weekend League as we try to reach our goal of 23 wins, but until then I just wish you all to stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to wash your hands. Peace.